All right, let's see if we get that notification sent out. Could be having a little Facebook glitch tonight. Oh, there's the notification. Yay! Give us just a second, loves. We didn't get a notification earlier when we tried to go live. So we're just going to share this post really quickly. Awesome. Hi. Hi, Trace. How are you? And I got widescreen Wanda for us. Hi, Kimberly. Thanks for joining, everybody. Tonight is our Sugar Skull tutorial. Really pretty set of nails. Camera never captures everything that I want it to capture when I'm photographing, so I hope y'all are able to see some goodies up close and personal on these nails I'm going to show you tonight. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Robin. How are you? Excuse me. Hi, Beth. You're on too, Amira. Thank you for being here. Hi, Lynn again. Thanks for coming back. Hey, Lori. Happy anniversary to the nail salon. Hi, Leah. All right, so we've got a couple of new things tonight. Clear Jelly Stamper. Y'all know we're a big fan of Clear Jelly Stamper, right? Look, I love their stamping polishes. I love their plates. I love everything about Clear Jelly Stamper. And if you have followed me long enough, you know they have these giant polish kits. They have a layering kit and they have a metallic kit. And recently, they just released, sorry, I missed a question. They just released layering kit number 2. And we have it. Honey, we have it. And it is the most gorgeous autumn and fall colors. I don't know if you guys can see that in this collection ever. And I'm going to be using this tonight in our tutorial. Keith, can you give me a hand with this, babe? In our skull nails tutorial. So yeah, sorry, I held that up and my little tray slipped out of there. I thought these were in there permanently, but advice, word to the wise, don't hold it up. So we're going to be using layering number 2, brand spanking new. Well, these are in the kit and they're available individually. So if you have the other 2 kits, which is layering 1 and metallic, you're not going to want to miss this one because the fall shades in here are absolutely beautiful. And I'm going to turn this around and let y'all see this. I'm also using tonight a new stamping plate. This is called Dark Eyes. And it's all sugar skulls on here. Look at that. And basically that with a nail stamper is what I'm using tonight. And I have created every bit of my little tutorial. I did use a tiny bit of gold chrome. It was the only other thing I used. And I made some beautiful nails for y'all. So I'm going to turn this camera around and let you see what I've been working on. Okay. We are live tonight. I'm Tracy, by the way. I'm the owner of the Mobile Manicurist and the International Nail Art Academy. Let me just kind of adjust this so you can see. Give me just a moment. There we go. Here we go, GGO. And now let's adjust our lighting somewhat because I have new video lights that I am running. And these things is powerful, honey. The bundle tonight is called Dark Eyes Bundle. Dark Eyes Bundle. I've put little crystals in the eyes for that one. Yes, it's Dark Eyes Bundle. Look at this, how pretty. We're not live on the store tonight, Crystal. We had some technical issues with that. We're only live here tonight. Isn't that pretty? All right, so let me show you up close. This is the new layering polish kit from Clear Jelly Stamper. There are 20 colors of stamping polish in here, from these burnt oranges to teal, mustard gold. These are perfect for the fall season. This is called Layering 2. Burgundy. Look at that, how beautiful. Isn't she lovely, honey? Layering 2. This is $89 for the layering kit. I think it's either $113 or $115 for the whole bundle that we have tonight, and you get this in the bundle. So you're going to get this in tonight's bundle. You're going to get Dark Eyes, the stamping plate, and we're going to throw you a new Clear Jelly Stamper in there. So let's get started so I can show you what we're going to make tonight. Can y'all see okay? Thank you for the order. Thank you, thank you. I'm going to put some paper towel down because I'm going to use a little bit of alcohol ink tonight as well. How's y'all Sunday going? Kind of shadowy?
Looks like the right side has a shadow.
Let's see if I can adjust this way. That may help. Sometimes we adjust these cameras so often. Give me just a sec. Let me tighten that they tend to get a little loose. Okay, we got a couple nail tips on here. Let me just take that little bit off of there. And we're just going to put some white gel polish on both of these, because that's where we want to start right now. I'm not going to use, I was going to use a pearl white, but I think I'm just going to use a plain, just a bright white. How's your Sunday? It's been a relaxing Sunday? Good. We celebrated my grandbaby's birthday this weekend. He was 1. He's a big boy for 1. I'm using a little bit of press-on nail tip primer. You never not want to prime these, you guys. Honey, if you try and prime this, look, or you try and do this without priming it, it'd be like trying to eat a bowl of soup with a fork. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. So prime it, just let it dry real fast. And then we're going to pop us a base coat on there. You use any base coat you like. You got to go back to work tomorrow. Hey, it's always tough the first day back after you've been off for a while. So now we're going to base coat it. Keith is going to post the link to the bundle that we're using tonight. This is called Dark Eyes. And these sugar skulls are not scary on this particular stamping plate, you guys. These are really cutesy sugar skulls.
Carlene says, can you use the primer on acrylic?
On acrylic what, love? You wouldn't prime over top of acrylic if that's what you're asking. Okay, there's a base coat, and in we go. And let's clean my plate because I was playing with this thing earlier and I haven't wiped it off yet. Look. Let's get us a little acetone. Here we go, boo. This is a 2-step stamping plate. Like, here's the back of the skull. Here's the detail. Depending on what you want to put on it. Maybe you want to stamp this and just put this one. Maybe you want to stamp this and put this one over it. Look, I've only used the thing plate one time. There we go, boo. Look, pretty lace. Some filigree, little baby ones up here. You have different sizes on here because not everybody's nail is large enough to hold this one, but this is perfect for a big toe. All right, let's get our white gel polish on. One thin coat. I'm using Fresh Canvas by Gaudy Nails. This is a staple in our inventory because it only needs one coat to completely cover. The stamping polish is solid colors, meaning what, Miss Lynn? They are solid colors. They don't have any glitter in it. Is that what you mean, love? They are cream colors. This plate does not have that clear placement sheet in it. It does have your gallery card, though. I'm almost out of white. I need to sell myself one.
Let me go get you one.
No, I'm good. I got enough for this one. Thanks, boo. These stamping polishes are really, really rich and pigmented.
Beth asked if they stop that,
Did they stop what?
putting that clear placement.
It's only in some of them. It's only in some of them. I don't know what constitutes it going into a particular plate. I don't know. I wish I could tell you. All right, next up, we need a matte top coat because we're going to do a smoky marble background here, okay? Yeah, not all of them have the clear ones. And to get this smoky marble background on, it's got to go over matte. This is Gaudy Matte. You use what matte you like, but you need a velvet texture matte. Yeah. How's the weather in y'all's neck of the woods? It got really cool here this weekend. Last night it got down to 55. Whoo, child, let's go sleeping weather. My press-on nail boot camp is coming in this week, and it's going to be, what, low 80s, I think is what we said. It's going to be very pleasant weather for them coming in. Hot and dry. Oh, no, honey. Hot in Louisiana. You know what? I've never been there before. I've wanted to visit, but that's one place I have not got to come yet. Oh yeah, when the chickens love cooler weather. Yes, honey, they do. All right, here is our matte white nail. No secret about that. We're going to take our black color cocktail ink. And we just going to smear that stuff on there. We don't care where she go, honey. Where she goes, nobody knows. And I missed a spot of matte top coat on my other nail. Let me fix that real fast. And we'll put this one back in while we work on this one. Because ink doesn't stick to, if you miss a spot, ink won't stick to it. It'll be like a hot spot is what I call it. All right, so alcohol ink is permanent ink. Be careful that you do not get this on your clothing or anything else. So first thing I do is I just want to move this around. All about like that. Was there a question?
No, honestly, come to Louisiana or Texas, we have enough humidity to curl your hair tight.
Oh, honey, I'm sure it would too. Now, I don't want this background to be super dark because I'm going to put this skull face, this little sugar skull right over it. So I'm just moving this ink around and I'm really pulling a lot off. See what I'm wiping on my paper towel over here? So I'm getting right much of that off of there. And then I'll kind of push it to make me just a little bit of marble in here. Otherwise, I would leave this rather dark. But I don't need it today. There we go, boo. Beetle Box mails tomorrow. We have a great Beetle Box this month. We also have our holiday Beetle Box pack on sale. And we limit how many of those that we can take. Holiday Beetle Box pack means that you get September, October, and November, and December. September, October, November, December. And it's all holiday themes. Now we're going to do the same thing to the other one. I'm happy with that. And again, just pop that on. I'm using pure acetone and acrylic size number 4 brush. I'm just going to start moving that around, boo. Thank you for the order.
You might want to remind them that if they've already signed up for the Beetle Box, not to do it.
Yes, if you're already in the Beetle Box, do not buy the holiday boxes because you get 2. It's going to be exactly what you are getting. But this is for those that have maybe been wanting to try the Beetle Box that have not signed up for it yet. But if you don't know about Beetle Box, it's our nail subscription service. You get $75 or more of product for $39, and it ships free inside the United States. Outside the U.S., if you would like it, you have to pay for your shipping. I know there are several Beetle Box members watching, so if you have a question about that, maybe they can answer, or we will try and answer it for you. It's a good deal if you're trying to build up your supplies, or, you know, a lot of times you'll get things you would not have normally bought for yourself, and then you end up loving that. Okay, that one's a little bit darker, so I'm just going to wash that out a bit more. There we go. So now we got 2. They look completely different. See there? Here we go, boo. So first things first, we're going to, I don't want to stamp directly on this because if I make a boo-boo with my stamping and I have to wipe off that boo-boo, oh honey, I'll wipe off my background. So we're going to seal up this background with just a tiny bit of top coat, and then we'll go move on to our stamping. Joy says it's worth every penny.
Nancy says it's a great deal, especially the education.
Thank you, Nancy. We're gearing up for all of our visitors this week. We have Press On Nail Boot Camp number 3. This will be the last time I teach Press On Nail Boot Camp this year. Just because of the season that we're getting in. It's going to be hard for me to teach another boot camp and get through September, October, November, and December.
Nancy and Elizabeth are watching together.
They are, Nancy and Elizabeth. We have one more class that has 2 seats in it remaining for the fall season. That's the fall day of training. If you will if you'll search that on the website, child, it's only $129 for the class, and that includes a full lunch buffet. $129. We have 2 seats left on the fall day of training. So totally worth it. That is a value budget type class that anybody can afford. We make it super affordable for that. All right, so that's our background. Look how pretty that is, just all on its own. So I did 2 of those because one of them I want to put some flowers on, and the other one I want to do some the sugar skull on. I think I'm going to put the sugar skull on this one. All right, so let's go ahead and get that one going. Now we got lots to choose from here. This looks like a male sugar skull, and this looks like the female, but look, this one looks like a no gender sugar skull. So you use whatever you like, but I'm going to go with this one because this one looks a little bit more quote unquote frilly to me. All right. So let's get some white stamping polish and a Stampa, honey. Make sure your stamper is clean, free of dust.
Sandra says she gets to go tomorrow to spend the day with Debbie, the creator of Clear Jelly.
Oh, yay. Perfect. Now, I'm just using regular white stamping polish. This is not sticky. It's not anything, okay? It's just a plain old white stamping polish. And let me get me a new stamping card.
Somebody asked me for the price and the date of the plastics.
The class that has seats in it is September 10th. Saturday, September 10th. It is the fall day of training. Keith, can you post a link to that, please?
Okay.
He will post the link to it, and it's $129 for the day. Now, look, y'all, listen. Don't you be watching the news right now. When you are stamping a super full cover image like this, if you scrape it too hard, look what happens. Child, you took her face away. She now becomes the headless skeleton. That is not the way you want to scrape that. Let me learn you something. Let me, Tracy, teach you something, honey. Clean your scraper off. And here's how you're going to scrape a full cover image like that. First of all, I want you to ink up the whole entire thing. Normally, we just put a little bit of Stampa polish like on the side of here, and then we would scrape it. No, for this one, we want to fill that etched portion full of stamping polish. And then we're going to scrape really lightly. And now we're going to pick it up. See there? So we got a good transfer that time. Y'all with me on that? So then just line it up wherever you want to put this little baby, which I think right here. And there's our white sugar skull face. Clean off our plate. I'll show you that one more time. When you ink up this large portion, boing, fill that full of stamping polish. And then just glide your scraper right across the top of it. And when you pick it up, you got a nice image. See how easy that was? All right, we have several options here. If at this point you are afraid you're going to get off on your layering, you might want to seal that little skull face up in some top coat. But since I'm using one that's fairly easy, I'm going to use this. And then here are the eyebrows, the eyes. See all of that right is sitting right there next to it. So next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to stamp this in black. It does not have to be a sticky stamping polish. It can be just a regular black stamping polish. And because I'm right-handed, I scrape to the right is why I'm turning my plate upside down here. So now we ink up little Skull Man. Just the outline. Give that a scrape and pick it up. And now just match it up. Match up where that's going to go. And stamp. Oh, look. How adorable. Now here's where you can start to get creative because the eyebrows, the eyes, all of that can be done a different color. And this is where I'm going to go into this large layering set. I'm going to pull out the teal here. I'm going to pull out the mustard gold. And I think I'm going to pull out one of these burgundies, that right there.
I posted the link for Massachusetts also.
Oh, thank you. Keith posted those class links for you guys, and he also posted the class link for Massachusetts. All right, so we're going to use these. Let's do her eyes in the gold. We want to get that in first. You see this little curvature that black outline takes? That's where her eyes sit, is right in between there. So let's ink this up. Now, I don't want her eyebrows the same color, so I'm not going to grab those little guys. Okay, and look, can you tell I scraped too hard? You see how I scraped out the inside of her eyes? Most people will go ahead and stamp that, but I'm picky. I'm not going to do it, honey. I'm going to do this one again. Fill that baby full.
Yes, she loves that stamper. It's her favorite.
You do love this stamper? We're going to send you a free stamper tonight, only we're sending you the glittery one. I didn't have one of those myself, or I would have loaded it up. Now, there's the eyes. Now, look, we line this up. Boing. Look how cute. Oh, my goodness. The eyebrows right here above, I want those to be in teal. And that number is 186. It's in this large layering number 2 kit.
Joy says, so cute.
It's just adorable. Now the little eyebrows, all you do, line it up with her eyes and just stamp it right above. See there? Now, there's one more to this, and this one is hard to see, but it's like a little top knot and just some decoration around her eyes and this little piece on her chin. I'm going to ink that one with the burgundy. Here. And we'll pick that one up. Now we line this up above her little eyeballs. And there we go. And that's it. That's all I'm going to put on her little face there. I could go one step further and stamp this right over top of all that, but I don't want all that black on here. I want to put some crystals in her eyes, and I think it's pretty like that. So I'm going to stop right there with her little face. Let me clean off this plate. Clean off Stampin' Card too, because if your card gets all gloopy, you won't get neat and even stamping. All right, now let's add some roses. Look down here at the bottom. See that right there? I'm going to do what's called a variegated rose. And variegated means it's 2 colors in there together. I'm going to take this orange. This plate is called Dark Eyes. We have this in stock individually, or it comes in the kit tonight. Yeah, it does get all over my hands. I meant to put a pair of gloves on, and I forgot it. All right, variegated stamping. Watch really closely. I'm going to put 1 dot of orange and 1 dot of orange. This is the image I'm using. And I go in between that with this kind of gold. Dot of gold and a dot of gold. Now I'm going to mix those colors just a little, just like that, and then I'm going to scrape. And now the background of my rose looks like this. Yes, honey. And we're going to pop this little lady about right down here. And now her top part is right here. Let's go ahead and grab that top part because sometimes you forget the direction you turned these. So I recommend you add the top layer before you move on and place another flower. So here is her overlay. We're just going to grab that in black.
Julia says it looks like the colors are marbled.
It does look like they're marbled. Now line it up. And there we go. Look how pretty that is. The goal is for this to look as hand-painted as possible. I ask people all the time, are you a lean stamper or are you a mean stamper, honey? I'm a mean stamper. That means I put lots of layers into my stamping. Now let's go up here at the top and let's put another little bit of floral in here. And let's do that in the burgundy so we can tie all of these colors together. And I think on the top one, I'm going to grab this one down here. And I'm going to do some burgundy and a little bit of orange. 2 burgundy to 1 orange ratio. Mix and scrape. And let's lay this little guy, about right here. And now we'll grab, this one actually has 3 parts to it, 1, 2, and 3. But I don't want it to get overly muddy because I've already variegated the base one. So let's just stamp it in black here over the top, or else it'll get too much. You won't be able to tell what it is. I love this plate. Love it. It has the cutest doves and hummingbirds on here also. Now we line this one up. Oh. And there we go. Look how beautiful. Now, if you want to, there's a little bit of teal foil. There's some foliage on here. You could put some of that on here in teal, but I'm not going to, not on this one. Again, I don't want to get this too busy. I do want to grab some No Shine. Y'all know about No Shine, right? No Shine puts down a matte layer so that we can chrome over top of it. If I try to chrome over this right now, it's going to stick everywhere. So first of all, I want to seal this up because if I make a boo-boo on my next layer, I mess this up too. But I'm going to seal it with No Shine so that I can chrome the next layer. Okay, let's cure that. As a matter of fact, I'm actually going to put some No Shine on this one too because I want to chrome my first layer on here. I say all the time this top coat should be called No Chrome because you can stamp and chrome it and it only sticks to the stamped image. Child is genius. It's just genius. While that's getting a good cooker in the cooker, let's clean off this plate. Y'all like this plate? I feel like everybody needs at least one Sugar Skull plate in their stamping arsenal. And this is just, it's beautiful. It's just beautiful. It's a good variety on here. The roses, the Sugar Skulls, there's some lilies, some other florals down here in the bottom of the plate as well. And then all of the lace patterns you have up here would be really, really pretty. I mean, you wouldn't even have to use those with the Sugar Skull. Tonight's bundle is called Dark Eyes Bundle. Dark Eyes. Okay, that's still in the cooker. So one thing that I do with my rubber stampers that I retire, this one, I've used it so much, the little top is hard to stay in there. Plus you see right here, she broken on the side. But what I love to do with these is put my chrome on these, and when I get ready to chrome, then I press the chrome into my stamper. So it's not difficult. You can see I have plenty of gold chrome on there, and I don't waste my chrome. Look, chrome is expensive, and I don't want a bunch of it going on my towel here. So this is done in the lamp right there. I'm going to wipe her off with a little bit of alcohol. It's a no wipe. I don't have to wipe it. I'm going to wipe it just because that's the way I work. So wipe that off. And make sure it's dry. Now we need a sticky stamping polish. A sticky stamping polish stays tacky a lot longer, so it will hold your chrome powders or your foils or your pearl pigments or neon pigments. And it always has an S in front of it. This is still white, but my regular white one says this, 002. This one is SO2, S for sticky. You see these pretty little swirlies down here? Let's grab a few of those. All right, sticky stamping polish. Right in there. Give it a nice scrapesy. Pick that up. And just really lightly, I just kind of want this to curve sort of in different directions. I'm going to put one here. And then I'm immediately going to take my stamper that has my chrome on it and do this right there. So that chromes everything that I just stamped in the sticky stamping polish. I'll dust it off here in just a second. I'm going to clean off my stamper, and I'm going to pick that image up again. I got a whole tub of stampers that are pre-loaded with my most popular chromes that I use. And look, when it runs out of chrome, you just put you a little bit more on there. It's a nice way not to waste your chrome. Okay, one more. And we're going to pick that up. This time, I need a new cubed stamper too, because I've used mine so much. This time I'm going to go right down this way, just over top a little bit. See there? And immediately go into my chrome stamper and work that in. Now just take you a fluffy little brush and do this. Look how pretty that is. Yes, honey. Now we're going to take two little crystals. Because we're using itty bitty, teeny weeny, tiny ones, like this kind of tiny, I do not think I have to put that in LED crystal gel. I'm just going to let it sit in the top coat because they are so tiny. And I think the way I'm using them, there's no reason for a special adhesive. I am using the Gaudy No Wipe top coat, and this is a thicker viscosity top coat. If it were a super duper thin top coat, I probably would glue them down. Now, honey, this looks hand painted. This don't look like no lean stamper. I can tell you that. Don't be a lean stamper. Learn how to stamp so that your stamped images look as good or better than hand painted. Yeah. And let's pick up our crystals. Here's one. Sandwich it right in there. Let's get number 2. And sandwich her right in here. Isn't that cute? And in the lamp we go. Boing. Let's use a little bit more chrome. I'm going to go up into, look at these kind of lace doily-like looking things. I'm going to chrome one of those. I'm actually going to chrome both of them, I think.
It says so adorable.
It's just cute as can be. It is cute as pie, honey. Cute as pie. And I want a little bit darker gold for this one. So I'm going to show you on the other side of my stamper where I don't have too much going on. I'm going to go into some dark gold chrome powder. And I'm just going to put that into there. You know, you can mix 2 or 3 colors. And chrome, you can get ombre chrome if you load up your stamper the right way. There we go, boo. So now go back into your sticky stamping polish. Before we do that, let's wipe off our nail because we've already put no shine on here. We're going to do one of these in this upper quadrant here and down here. Right, Debbie? I'm not a fan of skulls either. I don't like anything scary and witchy, but these are just adorable. And this plate has some really pretty filigree and florals on it as well. Okay, let's grab one of these guys.
Barbara says, oh, the chrome possibilities.
Right? Let me make sure my little stamper's in there too. Okay, sticky stamping polish. And I'm going to pop her, yeah, right up into here. Let that dry just for a sec. And then here's the chrome on my stamper. Oh my goodness, that's going to be pretty.
Penny says the disappearing skull was a big hit last time.
Oh yeah, disappearing skull. We'll do another one of those later on this year for our new watchers. Thank you for reminding me of that, Penny, because that is always a good one. All right.
Barbara says we love sugar skulls here.
Yeah. And I only need a little bit of this one. I only want the side of that, like about right here.
says it's good for the day, the Mexican holiday.
Day of the Dead.
Day of the Dead.
Uh-huh. Yep. And then just give those a nice little brush down. Now, over top of this, I'm going to put a floral on. And I don't think I'm going to, I'm just going to stamp right over top of that little, I call it a lace doily. I don't know what you really call these. But this pretty burgundy I was using before, let's go into that, and let's go down, let's go up here and grab our rose that we used, or we could do our lily. Let's do the lily since I already used the rose. And there we go. And that's pretty large flower, so let's sort of put it this way. Right over top of that lace area. That's pretty. Now watch what I do with the bottom one, because in this large layering number 2 kit, there are, I told you it was a bunch of fall colors in here. This is the one I just used. Look how pretty these look together. Right? So I'm going to variegate probably this rose that I used before, so I can put it on the bottom. And I know this burgundy is a super strong color. I'm just going to pop a dot right there.
Beth says you always come up with something new for us, Miss Tracy.
Thank you, Beth. Hope y'all are learning something new tonight. Oh, I love this stamping polish. Oh, honey. And let's mixy a little bit. And then scrape it. Pick that up. And now we're going to put it right here on the bottom.
Barbara said this is a great year-round plate with all of its components.
It is. It really is. And now let's put our outlines on here. The outline of the florals that we just used, just go into your plain old black stamping polish. I use a lot of black. See there? That one goes down here. And then we're going to grab this lily and pop it on the top. Right there. We're almost done with this. Learn to be a mean stamper. Not mean-spirited, but mean as in layering lots of your stamps on top of each other. This is the way you do it. And just match these up. That is so pretty. And I think I need to put some leaves on this one, because I don't have anything green on this. And you know, I've got that teal on the other one. So let's just grab a little bit of teal. We're going to grab this one. And I'm going to pop in some leaves here. You just got yours, Becky? I love this little plate. And let's put one more section of leaves.
Jill says Miss Tracy is a fierce stamper.
Yeah. Honey, if it don't move, I'll stamp it now. Oh, I said one more section. I might have to do one more. I like things in odd numbers. Well, let's just use this. There, I split 2 in half. All right, so now we go find her outline, which is here. And it's as simple as matching these up. And here we go. I think I might can ink that one more time. Let me see. Nope. See there? Don't take a chance. Don't try to take shortcuts. Teaching the lesson. And grab off all of these extras. And now we had part of this one right over here. And we had the rest of that one right here. Let's get all this out of the way, because now we're going to top coat this little lady. And I want you to see how this comes to life when I top coat it. Yeah? We're going to use our No Wipe Gel Top Coat. Let me zoom in so you can get way up close. Isn't it pretty? Here we go, Boo.
Becky says she loves it.
Let me get me some more top coat on my... Oh, that's beautiful. It's got this very subtle marble background to it. Y'all see why you don't want to get too much of that alcohol ink in there. I'm just double checking to make sure I've got my top coat everywhere. Look how pretty. And in the lamp we go. And that, my friends, is the Dark Eyes Sugar Skull. Why is it called Dark Eyes? Because that's the name of the plate. This layering set has 20 polishes in it, and every one of them are shades of fall. This is layering number 2. And everything I used tonight, all of these gorgeous fall colors were in that. And you know, Clear Jelly stamping polishes are so opaque, they'll stay true to their color even over black. Okay. So yeah, let's pop these back in the case, and you get the magnetic case with it here. I'm gonna put these away, honey. This is like a dark eggplant, which I have not gotten to use yet, but I am going to. Now, I tend to reorganize my box when I get it. I haven't done this one yet, but I like everything in order by the rainbow. So I'll start with burgundies, reds, oranges, yellows, green, blue, indigo, and violet. So that's waiting on me to do. I haven't done it yet. But that's just so I can pull the colors, you know, easily. They'll just be at my fingertips, so to speak. But I know there's some pumpkin plates on the horizon you're going to need these colors for, honey. And these Clear Jelly stamp boxes are so nice because I can't get it under the camera, but it has a magnetic closure right there. Now let's get these out of the lamp and see what they look like. Here's the first one. Let me put that other one back in there. It's not quite cured. Isn't that pretty? Look at her little eyes. Very subtle background to that. And the second one is coming out. Here's our samples, by the way. So you can see how closely that looks to the sample that I did.
Becky says the little diamonds in the eyes just...
It's just perfect, isn't it? It's just perfect. Now, these were done on coffin-shaped nails, and these were done on stiletto-shaped nails. It's the only difference. Oh, yeah, that's nice now. If your top coat still feels a little bit tacky when you take it out of the lamp, let it go again. How cute is that? Any questions on Dark Eyes Sugar Skulls tonight? Thank y'all for being with us and for popping over here from the website. We'll get Hillary back on that tomorrow. It's a new thing for us. So sometimes they talk to each other and sometimes they don't. I could see we were live on Facebook, but you guys couldn't see that we were live on Facebook. So we want everybody to be able to watch on the platform of your choice. You can't wait to get yours. We have just a handful of the bundles left. And in the bundle, let me just remind you real quick, you get the large stamping polish that I just showed. You're going to get your Dark Eyes stamping plate, the one that I used. And we're going to send you a clear jelly stamper with that also. It's one of the round ones, but it's full of glitter on the outside. It's like a little shaky kind of thing. So even if you don't need a new stamper, hopefully you learned a new trick with your chrome and you can use it for that, okay? I love you guys and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.